My name is Dr. Dina, PerezNeira. I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and today I would like to speak to you about the coronavirus quarantine, our shelter in place, and what we can do to manage it and how we might come out better on the other side when this is over. Anxiety is an emotion that we might be experiencing currently, and it comes from a quick assessment of the fact that the demand might be greater than our existing resources. In this particular case, we know that is not true. We do have some control, we do have some resources, and those are the ones that we'll be talking about today in this short video. I would like to speak about the fact that humans don't do well with uncertainty. We need control. We need to know what is happening. And with the coronavirus, we feel that this is uncertain and there is not much we can do. We'll talk about that not being so. Ever since our ancestors created the gods, when they didn't know what the thunder was or the rain, they also came up with sacrifices to appease the gods. Luckily, we don't have to do that now, but we actually need to take control of our situation. So, as we know, several people have had, many people infected have had different ways of reacting to the virus. Some are asymptomatic, some have some symptoms that are milder than others, and others have had many severe symptoms. Perhaps we want to make sure that our systems are very strong and they are very resilient when we were to be infected. So let's talk about that. There are two systems that we need to take care of and make sure that they are very strong. One of them is the immune system. How do we take care of our immune system? As well as the respiratory system, because those are the two that need to be as strong as possible. So let's talk about the immune system. We want to have several aspects to it. One is the nutritional part, and the other is the behavioral or life style. So we want to ensure that we have a plant-based diet that includes citrus fruits and also omega-3 and 6. Citrus fruits and bell peppers are rich in vitamin C, and also we need to make sure that we include the spinach, green tea, garlic, onions, almonds, sunflower seeds, ginger, kefir, cruciferous as cabbage and Brussels sprouts and broccoli, blueberries, turmeric, and dark chocolate, also 70% if possible and higher. We also want to include some behavioral tips here, and we want to practice meditation and relaxation so that our immune system is strengthened. It is a fact that meditation increases 64% of the dopamine production in the brain when practiced by monks who do it 1 hour per day. So maybe we can take note of that and also benefit from the practice. Relaxation as well is recommendable since it is going to improve our nervous system and thus our immune system. We want to also make sure that we manage our stress because there is a known negative effect from the stress hormones on our immune system. It weakens the immune system without any doubt. We want to consider our respiratory system. We want to be sure that it is very healthy because as some of us may know, the lungs shrink as we age, and we want to make sure that we keep them elastic, enlarged, and healthy. So we want to do deep meditation, deep inhaling and long exhaling. So it doesn't have to be much complicated. You want to do four count to four inhaling, and then do 6 exhales. That means that always the exhale be longer than the inhale, but when you do the inhale, make it very deep. The other thing to do with the respiratory system is to exercise, especially yoga, because usually in the exercises, we exercise and then we breathe. With yoga, is the opposite. We first breathe and then we add the movement to it. And this is absolutely wonderful for our respiratory system. So we want to do that. Imperative it is that we get no less than 7 hours of sleep, and ideally 8, no more than 9. So between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every night is something that we need to aim for. If we have difficulties going to sleep, then we have to be sure that our room is dark, cool, no sounds, no blinking lights, and that we perhaps practice meditation or relaxation right before we go to sleep so that we can rest and get our good hours of sleep. We also want to keep hydrated because that is crucial. Therefore, we want to ensure that we don't go thirsty, because when we are thirsty, it's a little too late. That the body is already telling us it's already affected by lack of water. So we want to make sure then that we have in mind all of these practices: exercise, nutrition, sleep, and now we move on to the practices that they have recommended, such as washing our hands constantly, keeping 6 feet of distance between us with others, and we already said, keep drinking liquids all day. And somebody has recommended in some studies in Germany, they have come up with a conclusion that warm salt water gargles 4 times a day keeps alkaline our throat, and therefore keeps it, if not immune, at least very strong against the virus. Okay, so those are some of the tips that I wanted to share with you, and let's always keep in mind that we have to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a practice that research shows us that it strengthens the immune system, and it makes us feel very happy. And when we are happy, we are healthy. If you're religious, practice prayer as well and give thanks for all the blessings that we have, and that is going to ensure that you feel good. Don't forget to keep your social contacts. Keep on talking to your acquaintances, your colleagues, your friends, your family members. If we cannot, because we're not supposed to be visiting in person, then make sure that you keep in touch by using your technology. Always looking at each other in the eye and connecting to laugh and to just share some good stories. Let's try to be away from the TV. Some people that I see in my practice get very upset and very anxious because they have been watching the news. We already know most of the things that are recommended that we do. So let's limit our TV consumption to 15-20 minutes a day, maybe first thing in the morning to see what is happening in the world, and or maybe in the evening to finish the day. But let's not get into sensationalism and just news that are too scary. No need for that. So I am happy to answer questions. If you have any, you can contact me through my website, www.drdinaperezneira.com. Stay well and be healthy.